Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I'm creeping and crawling in the Impala. I got a call from Brian over at Nsane Motorsports. He made some progress on the truck that we saw at his shop last week. It was that two-tone kind of olive green color that he was working on. Beautiful day out today, guys. Beautiful day. That Nsane Lamborghini Rosso Mars red is just popping in that sunlight. Fresh out the detail shop. Just got a complete detail. Here. What's up, B?
What up? Just got down spraying. Wow.
I heard you in there. I was like, it sounds like you in there spraying something. How's it going? You all right?
Oh yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, bro, but I gotta get somebody in here that's gonna be experienced.
Right.
Typically the problem I run into is that guys that have been doing this type of work that works for other restoration shops. Those shops are charging anywhere from like $65 to $100 an hour. So I decided I was gonna change the color of the motor.
Oh, this is the one for that build.
Right.
Okay.
This is the LT that's going in that one.
Right.
Now, initially I was gonna have everything the green color, but I love the way that orange accents against that green.
Right.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and just paint the motor orange.
Ooh, yeah.
And everything else inside the engine bay is gonna stay that green color.
Oh, man, that color scheme is just crazy. Man,
Now, of course, I still have to. I'm basically gonna wet sand this thing.
Right.
And then put about 4 more coats of clear.
Okay.
And then when I do my final wet sand and buff, it's gonna look like glass.
Wow. So there's how many layers of clear now in there?
I only got 3 on it right now.
It's 3. So you'll cut that.
Right. And basically because I painted on the stripes,
right,
what's gonna happen is when I wet sand it, it's gonna make this whole thing flat. So now when the paint is complete, done, and you run your hand like this,
okay,
you're not gonna feel it.
Gotcha. Like it. I love it. Yeah. So 3 coats, cut it, and then another 4 and then cut that.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. That's a tedious process, but that's the only way you can get those kind of results.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't even know that this was even painted, man. I would think that was vinyl.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you too. That's what I was gonna ask you when you sent me that picture that day. I was thinking to myself, like, did he lay those in vinyl? And then I was like, man, because let me see that the stripes you painted look way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right there. I mean, that would have looked decent, but it wouldn't have popped like that.
Right.
Yeah, it wouldn't have popped like that. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I sent that to my cousin, and he was smiling ear to ear. I was like, hey man, this is a truck. He just finished the bed. He just painted it that night when I was there. I said this is what it looked like when I walked it with him earlier. This is what it looked like later on that day. And he's like, man. He said, yeah. He said, homeboy, good man. He know what he's doing. So I was like, yeah, we definitely got to get up. I see you did the doors too.
Yeah. Everything's been painted.
Oh, you just sprayed. This is what you just sprayed.
Right. I was trying to. Now it looks glossy right now, but once it dries, it's actually gonna dry with the same. I'll take it back over there and show you the fenders.
Right.
But I had put a little run right here, and I tried to walk it out. And I should have left it alone because I didn't think about it. Because usually, like if I put a run in something, I can wet sand it and buff it out. You'll never know.
Right.
But this, if I try to wet sand and buff it, it's gonna make it glossy.
Okay.
And it has to stay. This is actually an eggshell machine. If you come over here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now you would think that this is just paint, just a base, no clear, right? But it's been coated. You can touch it. and that's how
Oh,
it's gonna look.
Yeah.
And then the fenders right here. These are the slosh tubs.
Okay.
And we basically did the slosh tub panels, side panels with
nice.
the tubs. So again, everything in the engine bay is going to be this satin color right here. And then the engine going to be this bright orange to where it's going to, when you open that hood, man, it's going to really pop.
Right. And this is a LT engine, right?
Right. That's a L83 with a 8-speed transmission.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I guess at that point it's going to be a part 3 because now the truck will be assembled, and hopefully by that time I'll even have, you know, the wet sanded and put more clear on it. And then the reason why it's going to be here for a little bit, man, I got to rewire the whole truck. Like all the whole complete wire harness was taken out of it.
Oh, wow.
So I got to rewire the truck. We got to put the interior on there. We got to put every, you know, trim, moldings, all that stuff goes back on there. So that process is going to take a little while because
okay.
Since I didn't, you know, at the time I didn't have anything I could put together real soon,
right?
And or that fast, and this guy was willing to spend the money to make it into a true, you know, show truck,
right?
So I wanted to go all out on it.
Well, I mean, it's good that, you know, you got a vehicle that you can showcase your work, but you got a couple heavyweights out there that's
yeah,
putting a good name out there for you.
But you know, that's the thing. It's like I just want to release hit after hit. You know what I'm saying? So this summer alone, this bad boy is coming out. I got this guy coming out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Man. Yeah, these slot stubs are nice, man. I don't know. We might have to switch out.
I was gonna tell you that, man. If you order it, by the time the truck gets here, you'll have it. Now, the one thing I didn't get an opportunity to do, I don't like the way. Obviously, I think it does require some trimming. In this particular case, I really didn't have the time to do it. But the next one I do, I will make sure there's no gap in between.
Oh, right. I got you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like that satin finish, man. It's real clean. It's real clean, and that's probably easier to clean spills too. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, because with gloss, man, I know gloss is probably, you got to really baby it. And so if you spill something like oil or something like that, you know, it's probably easier to clean it up with and conceal it.
So my goal was to try to get it back together. I wanted to put the fenders, the bed, everything back together so I can just see the full truck, you know,
right,
from front to back. And hopefully I'll still meet that goal because I still got tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday. To mess with it.
Oh, okay.
But then I'm gonna jump off of it for a little while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this red and tan that's in the background over there.
Red and tan where?
Yeah, I'm gonna spray it out.
Oh, this guy here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be red and tan.
Right. It's
like,
gonna be that color scheme with the tan in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And the red on the top.
Red on the top and the bottom. Okay. Yeah.
Which I'm waiting on. He ordered a vinyl stripe as well, so I'm kind of holding off to see what that's going to look like, because if that one doesn't look the way I want it, then I was going to end up painting the stripes on this one as well. The only reason why I don't paint the stripes on all of them is because it's hard to match the factory contour on the fender.
Oh.
The fender it starts off big and then it tapers down when it gets to the very front of it.
Right.
And it's hard to duplicate that. So I always tell guys, if you want it to be 100% OG, then go ahead and order the stickers. So factory Phoenix Graphics, they do the factory colors, which all looks pretty good.
Right.
But some guys be wanting different colors, and Phoenix Graphic only offers the original colors that came
with those trucks.
Right.
From the factory.
Right.
Yep. That makes sense. Wow. Yeah. Man, how'd you get so knowledgeable about just C10s in general? It seems like that's kind of like that's become like your specialty.
Well, right now, bro, just being honest with you, that's just the hottest thing that's out right now.
Okay.
Everybody wants a square body. They people actually been having these trucks for like 2 or 3 years, and you kind of mentioned something last week when you said, because of the pandemic, all of a sudden everybody had money and time to work on a project.
Right.
Which is a little weird to me, but
It is weird.
yeah.
It is definitely weird.
Everybody's, just trying to get these square bodies together now.
Yeah, like that's what I'm like, man, where is all this money coming from? Because what's really going on, man? Like, let me know did I miss the train?
Look, it's a whole lot of money and nobody wants to work. I can't even get employees, dude. It's like,
man,
the ones that I do get, they not up to the caliber that I'm.
Right. Because I remember you were saying you try them out for like a week or two just to see.
The last guy only lasted like 2 days.
Man,
only lasted 2 days.
What's these spray outs for?
I have a Cadillac that I'm a spray for this guy, and
is that candy?
I was doing just some like little color samples to see. You'll have to look at those in the sun. But remember, I asked you which one you like.
Was that the same ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, that looks like Brandywine over gold.
It's actually silver.
Silver? Okay.
Yeah. The Orion silver.
Oh man.
But
that looks good.
This one has actually a little bit more flake in it.
Okay.
And this is just your basic.
Did you add a flake to that, or is that?
I added a flake to this one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, that looks good. And that's going on a Cadillac, you said?
Yeah. Eldorado.
Oof.
80-something model. Yeah.
Yeah, that's he gonna kill it with that, man. He gonna kill it with that. I didn't know you did candies. I'm
trying to stay away from
3-stage,
bro.
House of Colors.
House of Colors. Yeah, you do your base, you do your candy, then you do your clear.
Right.
But man, the way these guys build these slabs, they build them to be honest with you, to destroy them.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna put candy paint, which is the most expensive paint that you can put on the car.
Right.
And then they're gonna load up the trunk with as many speakers as they can get it.
Yep.
They're gonna put these pumps on the trunk to make the trunk go up and down.
Pop trunk.
So
Yep.
guess what happened? The up and down
scratches and chips the paint.
Chips the paint.
Yep.
Then all the music
panels start waving.
Starts buckling.
Yep.
Make cracking the paint. So I was like, man, I'm gonna stay away from this. All I do is work, man. Like, honestly, I thought about this yesterday. I was like, man, if I had 14 days off last year, that was a lot. I'm not lying, bro. I'm like, when was the when did we have that freeze?
February of 2020, I think. No,
was that
2021, I think it was.
Oh,
yeah.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the most days I had off consecutively. Like,
doing
that was
freeze.
like 3 or 4 days, dog. That was like,
wow.
And the whole time I'm thinking about all the work that I should be doing.
Well, of course. I mean, that's what you do when this is your livelihood and your passion at the same time. That's what you're always gonna think about that. Wow. So you replaced this piece here. Well, I don't know what this piece is called, but I see it's new metal.
Yeah, the bed header panel.
The bed header panel. Okay. I think it's cool that they make all those parts, all those replacement parts for these cars. I know.
Usually, back in the day, people would haul stuff, and when they just throw stuff in the back of the truck, it always would hit that header panel,
right?
And then over time, what ultimately ends up happening is you get a bow in it. It bows.
Oh, right.
So instead of trying to, metal work it and pull on it and all that, man, this thing is only like $200.
Oh,
so I always just replace them.
Yeah, that's smart. Heck yeah. Less labor, and it's probably a hell of a lot cheaper than doing the labor to fix it.
Right.
Yeah. Man. That's cool, man. So birthday coming up. You'll be what, 19?
I wish. I wish, man.
Yeah.
That little 5.3 is going in that Blazer that's on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right here.
I'm actually, I don't know if you heard of, what's the name? Dale, what's the white guy's name?
Dale, not Dale Webb, is it?
No. He's a custom builder, but he built this kit for an LS engine, old school carbureted motor.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know the guy you're talking about.
The kit is called a Delmore kit.
Okay.
LS kit.
Right.
So that engine is actually going to have a breather on it and everything.
So it'll look old school, but it'll
So
be.
instead of the throttle body facing you when you open the hood,
right.
The throttle body is going to be going straight up like this.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely throw you off, and you'll be thinking like, okay, you're looking at an old school 350 or something. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Oh man, 69 Camaro, my dream car. My dream car. You said both of these belong to the same guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a C10. Well, he says he's got a bunch of cars, which I think maybe tell him.
Yeah, a bunch of cars. He has another Chevelle, convertible Bel Air, convertible Impala 71, I think. Yeah, he has several cars. So.
Sounds like he might be a regular Lynn from Turkey Leg Hut. I think Lynn sitting on like 50 now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he buying them every day. He buying more cars every day, man.
It's like an addiction, right?
It is. Some guys, they talk about like how he was never really a classic car guy. He was more like a slab dude. You know what I mean? That was kind of the culture he grew up in, and he just kind of jumped into the culture, the classic car culture here recently in the last maybe 3-4 years. Well,
I think over time, man, guys get smarter and they realize the money that you put in the slabs, you never really recoup that money.
No.
But when you put it together, a classic car truck, it's a strong possibility you can always get whatever you put into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's cats out here now spending like every day 50, 60 grand on these trucks, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I saw one that gabbled at the auction not too long ago. Not this Meekum show or I think it was Meekum that just came through, but it was another show, maybe Barrett Jackson. But there was one that went across the block that was pretty much all stock, but it was like a real well-maintained, one owner, all numbers matching truck. And I think that truck went for like 70 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, it went for like 70 grand, man. So there's definitely an increasing market out there for them. And but the cool part about it is you can still find them relatively inexpensive. You can still catch them where you might see one on the side of a building that's been sitting there for 10 years, and you might catch the person right there, and you can probably get it for 2 or 3 grand. You know what I mean? It hadn't got to that point to where they just so scarce you can't find them for reasonable amounts of money. And, and a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll find a long bed, and they'll cut the bed and make it a short bed, because the long beds are so much cheaper. People let those go for almost nothing because nobody really wants a long bed.
Get 800,000 bucks.
Yeah. So how you wanna do this deposit? You want
get a contract? Right?
Yeah.
We'll write it out and
yeah. All right, guys. So that's a wrap. We are headed home, guys. That was a good conversation, man, with Brian. Man, that truck is really coming along well. So definitely looking forward to seeing the finished product. Stay tuned, guys, for content that's coming your way on the build. Definitely excited to get that content out to you once we start on that process. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. But I appreciate you checking in once again with me, guys, and hanging out. Until next time, guys, take care. See you later.